Welcome to Divine Design, where we talk about aspects of gaming that are truly special. Or not so much. If there's anything gaming can do better than any other medium, it's immersion. I think we've all had that feeling when we have to take a look away from the screen for just a second, only to come crashing back to reality. To come to that realization that there is no monster, there's no epic quest, there's no super story. It's just you in your bed at night, killing brain cells. And then you turn to drugs and alcohol to solve your depression because, well, you realize that Mewtwo doesn't exist and you aren't the hero of time. Sucks, don't it? Many games today, though, fail to even immerse me at all. Call me jaded or elitist, but I'm not sure designers know how to truly bring a player into the game anymore. But when that title does come along, it feels like a rush in the wind, like a warm summer breeze, like an Asian woman running across the roofs, doing errands for some random dude, and saving her sister. Mirror's Edge. I'm pretty sure I speak for everyone when I say that Mirror's Edge is not like anything I ever saw before. What appears to be a game solely built upon running from roof to roof and janky combat mechanics is actually a master of its craft. It's a game that doesn't pull you in through emotions like Chrono Trigger. It doesn't grab your attention with perfect combat like Bayonetta. Instead, it opts to make you, the player, the main character. DICE wanted to force you into the shoes of Faith, not in a way to make moral decisions or to decide what paths to take, but instead to think like her. To think like a runner. They wanted to meld your brain with what hers would be, and for you to feel like she would. Like something out of Pacific Rim. Engaging elbow rockets. Now, tutorials in games are something I am completely against about 98% of occasions. Not only is this tutorial about a whole 3 to 5 minutes though, but you're also playing the game, and it never stops you unless it's to show you some neat trick you can do with a combination of things. The key of this introduction though is that after only a few minutes, the game has taught you every skill you will ever need to progress through this journey. Fact of the matter is, you're already an established runner right off the bat. Just like Faith is already a qualified runner. So when the time comes to kick a dude in the nuts and grab his gun, you're ready. Just in-game, I mean, though, not real life. Please don't try that. Now, something that is rare is that Mirror's Edge manages to use even its color scheme to explain your location and surroundings. Now, I don't mean the environment, like having snow in the mountains or water near the ocean. I mean simply using two colors, red and blue. Places and objects that are red are parts of the world that are basically your allies. They serve to help you cross obstacles, direct your path, and even give you a feeling of safety. I mean, having a red door be the marker of where to go is nothing new, but DICE decided to take it a step further and create a real sense of security and relief whenever the color red shows itself. On the flip side of that, though, is the color blue. If you see blue, prepare yourself. Prepare yourself! There are going to be cops, SWAT members, super mutant runner offspring from the future. When this color shows up, you immediately become wary. Also keep in mind that outside a couple collectibles, these are basically the only two colors outside white that you ever see in the world. Very quickly you reach a point where you are desperately looking for these two colors to give you an indication on, well, anything. Even if you're playing with runner's mode off, which removes the color red almost completely, the few times you do see it, you notice it, and you notice it immediately. This forces you to really take in the environment and see what's there. Not just the colors of red and blue, but the obstacles and the possible routes around and through them. You are being molded into taking in your surroundings and forcing to act accordingly. And many times to act very quickly. Not only do you get better at solving the platforming from playing the game, but you get more skilled at even identifying problems and solutions quicker just by taking a quick glance at what is around you. Just like Faith would have to do to get the job done. The developers could have easily made the world show the enemies, obstacles, and possible routes in a much more vibrant way. I mean, technology has hit such a point that simplicity is basically disappearing. People want blam, they want pizzazz, they want everything to be flashy and action-oriented. This is actually what is called techno-fetishism. It's basically a practice that relies so heavily on technological immersion that it sacrifices gameplay in an attempt to drag you into the experience through nothing but the visuals. I mean, compare Half-Life 2 to Tomb Raider 2013, or God of War to Lords of Shadows. Better yet, Call of Duty 2 to Modern Warfare 3. The same genre, same franchise, yet Modern Warfare 3 is almost entirely about the visual thrill, and its gameplay mechanics suffer because of it. Make a joke that Call of Duty has gameplay? Nailed it. Now the last thing I want to go over is so obvious, you haven't even realized it yet. And that's the beauty of it. Now I want you to take a look at the screen here and tell me what you see. Not the environment, but the game part. Where's the UI? I mean, there's a reticle, but that's just to serve as an indicator of precision, if anything. The point is, there is no interface in the entire game ever outside that dot in the middle of your screen. Why? Well, outside the obvious, it's not needed. There is one more layer to peel back first, and that is, the game is first person. And honestly, did you ever think about what Mirror's Edge would even be like if it was in third-person view instead? Well, actually, there are some major benefits it would have. You would be able to gather much more information at once with a larger range of vision. You wouldn't have as many missed jumps because you weren't aiming at that exact particular area. Combat could have been even more deeper in third person because it would have been easier to give the players more mobility and use of the environment. You also could have seen Faith's really nice butt. But the one key thing you would lose is truly being a runner. Having the game in first person view puts you into Faith's perspective. Not only does the game make you think like her, it also makes you troubleshoot like she does, but now you even only see exactly what she sees. Kinda like how Faith... Yeah, I'm sure you get it by now. I mean, even the transitions from the in-game cutscenes to gameplay are all done in first person, and the cross is seamless. This is an example of a game that didn't need to be, but was made more engaging by the use of first-person perspective, and in an industry where that use is way overdone, it's really refreshing to have a company do it right. If you're looking for an immersive experience that's actually pretty cheap, Mirror's Edge is something I couldn't recommend enough. It truly wants to engage you in not using ways like cutscenes or cinematics, which generally take control away, but instead through simple and subtle methods that truly engage you every step of the way. And that there is what I call some truly divine design. Alright, it's growing on me a little bit. I'll see you next time. Hey, thanks for watching the second episode of Divine Design. Don't forget to click that little thumbs up button if you enjoyed, and be sure to subscribe for more future content. Also, that social networking stuff is still there, so check me out on Twitch and Twitter for more rambling and fun old times. Oh, and a heads up, November I'll be following suit with Peanut Butter Gamer and doing a whole month dedicated to Zelda stuff. It won't be all like this, but there's definitely a Divine Design, a top 10, some other fun stuff too coming. Well, see you later.